welcome to Tested Speed Shop. We've got another update on the 360. Got all our parts back and stuff. So let's show you what we got going on here and what we got sitting here. Well, here's our crankshaft. We ended up going with a Reman crankshaft, and it looks pretty nice. It's came out real good. Just got it here in some trash bags just to keep the dirt and crap off of it. There we go. I'll get the bag now. But there's our Reman crank we got. It looks pretty good. Unfortunately, we couldn't find anything used or good around here in the vicinity, so this was the quickest and easiest way that we could think of to go with getting a crankshaft. And here's our pistons. He ended up resizing the number 6 rod that we ended up having the spun bearing on. This one. It's number 6 there, so he ended up resizing that one. And then he ended up resizing, looks like number 1 and number 5 also, because they ended up being just a little bit too big on the inside.
Yep, they were out of round.
A little out of round. So, said all the rest of them checked out good. We had everything all balanced up, and he was saying that there was a lot of weight he had to take off the flex plate. If you remember in our last video, we were questioning a balance issue, but obviously we don't have the original crank, and we have this other one here, so he ended up having to take some weight off the flex plate here and add some weight onto the crankshaft. So hopefully this thing's going to work really well and smooth. So, and then we ended up doing some block stuff. We ended up doing some running a hone down through the cylinders here, getting everything all cleaned up and ready to go for the new rings. So now all we got to do now is we just got to take it out into the driveway and give her a good scrubbing. Get that done. And hopefully we're going to get ready to assemble stuff. But one thing I'd like to ask the people out there in YouTube land is we have some questions here on our rocker shafts. We have all this play here on these shafts, on these rocker arms. And I don't know if this is supposed to be this way or not. If you flip them up, you can see how much play this thing has with the up and down play that we have. I don't know if this is normal or not. I mean, obviously these are going to be against each other a little bit tighter, but still you can really see that there's a lot of play in these rocker arms.
Yeah, tremendous.
So my thinking is this isn't correct and that it shouldn't be this way, but we're not sure. We can't find any information on the internet, so we can't find any specs on anything. Now here's the inside of one of the rocker arms, and you can see that it does have some wear on the inside, and it is it looks like there was a lip there at one time, and it pretty much just wore that lip right out. It's not even there anymore. And this one side has a little bit of that lip back.
Yeah, this motor is running a heavier spring pressure.
Yeah, we are running more spring pressure because of the camshaft we have in it. And I have heard about the springs stretching the rocker arms, that the rocker arms were actually, I guess, stretch out or wear. So my question to everybody out in YouTube land is this, do we need rocker arms, or are we okay, are we good to go? Because we have a tremendous amount of play in these things. And I mean, I realize that when we put preload that they're going to be down the whole way, but even if you look onto the side of, the retainer that holds it, you can see where it's been wearing into the rocker arm's actually been wearing into it and actually running.
Up at the top.
Yeah, it's making like a second groove in the side of this thing, in the side of this spacer. This isn't too bad, but there's one that is. Oh, this one actually is pretty bad. I don't know if I can get on it very well. See how close we can get here. Yeah, we can get on it. Come on, focus. Focus. Oh, there we go. About the best we're going to get. You can see in the light here. Got a nice little groove in there that my fingernail's catching right there that the rocker arm just rides on. So that's a little bit of a cause for concern for us because we're not sure if that's good, bad, or indifferent. I'm thinking that we need to replace the rocker arms.
And the spacers.
And the spacers. But maybe somebody out there can give me an idea of what we need, or if we're thinking right, or if we're thinking wrong. That one's pretty bad.
Yeah, some are.
I mean, some of these are got a lot more play than others, but I mean you can hear it, I'm sure, on the video here. It's really going to town. So, and what other parts do we have, Tom? We got our bearings, we got our rings.
Bearings, rings. We have everything except oil pump and timing chain.
Yeah, we don't have a timing chain quite
And,
yet. That was back ordered from Jegs. And that's about it, I guess, huh?
Yeah, we have everything. All we gotta do is clean and assemble.
Yeah, now all we got to do is just
And
clean
hopefully
everything
find out
up.
some information on the
Yeah, on these
rocker
rocker
arms.
arms.
whether I need to get new rockers and stuff, or whether these are good. I'm not sure.
Yeah, we just need a little bit of help in that department. We're just not familiar enough to know if that's, I mean, obviously, if we could find a spec or find something on the internet, it would be nice, but we can't find anything on the internet.
Yeah, I haven't found anything giving me any specs on what the tolerance, how big these are, whether this is normal or is it
Yeah, or
abnormal.
yeah, or
And
is
that
it
we
too
need to
much wear?
replace them,
Yeah,
because stamped steel rockers they're about $6 a piece, but so far, see what if I have to replace them, I have to replace them, because I can't run them like that. It's that loose.
yeah, that's for sure. So, and then we got our heads all cleaned up. Tom cleaned the heads up the other day.
Yep.
So we got those all cleaned up. Intake's clean. Showed you that the other day. Here's our cylinder heads.
Yeah, all ready to go.
We got them all cleaned up. We just got to do final scrubbing on them. All the gasket stuff's done. Deck surface is clean. Just a little bit more cleanup here and there, and we should be ready to go. And we just got to clean our pistons. Get the tops of them all cleaned up. So hopefully we'll get to assembling some stuff. These look like the right gaskets, Tom?
Yeah, they're the right ones.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
and the front rows are the right ones.
well, and that's our update for now. Just wanted to give you a little update of what's going on. We'll go ahead and we'll get back to you then. Once we start getting stuff put together, we'll go ahead and show you what we got going on. Thanks.
Thanks.